Hey y'all, it's Melissa. Welcome to Messy Missy Creates. It's June and it is Wednesday, the first Wednesday of the month. It is time to do our Inspired to Create video. It's actually past time. I'm gonna have this out just a little later than I wanted to this week. And so I've just lost all track of my days. And if you watched my last video, you saw me make a mess of this page. And anyway, I got a little bit of prep work done. This is actually today's page. I did some gardening this morning, and it's the first morning I've had in a while to get out there in the garden. So I have to get out there pretty early before it gets hot. But anyway, one thing I did in this journal, and here's the hashtag. Hopefully you can see it. I decided to do something a little different in this journal. And I had already decided this before I made this like really, really bright, busy page. I had already, when I was making the book, I already factored extra pages in because I'm going to try this for this month and see how I like it. Since I'm in a smaller journal, some of these longer words that we've had, I've had a lot of prompts in them, and I've been struggling to get them onto one page and a page that I need to journal some other things in. And, you know, it's not always a big deal, but I thought, well, this gives me plenty of room. I factored in a few more pages this month, and like, I'm just kind of put them right behind that day. So it'll kind of be like what I did last time. If I end up not needing it, I can always fold this again, make a pocket. When I did that last week's prompt, that really kind of gave me the idea to do it this way. So, anyhow, I really have no clue as to what I'm going to be doing, other than I know that the word for this week is summer, because it is about to be summer here. Where I live and where Allison lives, and where I live, it's been feeling like summer for quite a while now. That's typical for Florida. And let's see, normally I do a prompt for each letter. I may still end up doing that, but I kind of had a different idea. And I've seen some of you do this, and well, anyway, let me show you when I'm stuck for prompts, my go-to is just to start flipping magazines. And so I sat down this morning and with a pile of summertime magazines, and I wanted to look at everything that looked like summer to me. Now, you don't have to do prompts that have anything to do with the word. It could be snow cone if you wanted to do a winter prompt. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Well, actually, snow cone would probably remind me of summer anyway, but you know what I mean. Snowball, if you wanted to do a snowball. It doesn't have to, it doesn't have to have anything to do with the word itself. So, but it just is a starting point. It's a launching point for a set of prompts. But as I was flipping magazines, looking for something that started with an S and something that started with a U, and you get the idea, I started thinking, I started seeing all this stuff that I think of summer. Well, right off the bat, I was looking for melons of some sort. So I found a couple of watermelon slices, and I thought, well, I'll look for, different things. So, I was struggling with the E this time, actually. Now, I could always do the usual envelope, or I guess I'm trying to do things that we haven't done before, maybe. I was looking for sunshine, a sun. I actually did not find that. I mean, I can draw one and I can print one. Oh, no, I did find a sun. That's right. So, but in the meantime, I found other stuff. So what I'm trying to say is I'm not sure if I'm going to stick to this like I normally would. I did find enough prompts to do that. Let's see. But then I found, like for S, I found so many that applied to summer. And for M, and for, you know, some of them didn't apply to summer, but, you know, I found a lot of prompts for some of the letters and only 1 or 2 for some. But I didn't know if I just wanted to do a summer collage. I've seen some of you do that in your videos and in your pages. And I thought, well, I don't think I'll mess anyone up, because I don't think we've had anyone that actually used like all of my prompts or all of Allison's prompts or whatever. Usually you pick your own, or you have your own friend pick them or something like that. But I thought in the meantime, I would go ahead and cut out some of these things while I'm kind of talking, and just see kind of where the page takes me, because that's just fun to do. If you don't do that, you should try it. And if you do it, you should do more of it. I should do more of it, because it's fun. So, you know, more of like an intuitive collage. And of course, I'm going to use some of this other stuff if I ever get back to my, you know, colored glue book. But in the meantime, these watermelon slices caught my eye. Let's see, this one, I just kind of ran across, and when I was stuck on E, I thought, well, it looks like exercise. Some, you know, what looks like stretching actually, but I had plenty of S's. And the starfish caught my attention. So I went ahead and pulled that page. I'm going to set it to the side. This looked like enjoy. And this kind of reminded me of a summertime thing, you know, that you might do. That definitely reminded me of summertime. So, and I did contemplate swimsuit for my S. I definitely want, I'm going to cut this out. I don't think there was anything on the back that I necessarily needed. Well, I could have done a better job of cutting it straight. Oh, there's even a little picnic basket. Let's see. Cut. Probably still use that word. Okay, so this is like all things summer, right? You know, a sun, sunglasses. He's clearly going swimming or snorkeling. You have grill, barbecue, you know. Well, there was no bee, otherwise I would have put barbecue. But a kite and whatever she's doing, I'm assuming it, to me, right off the bat, I think she has a bowl of potato salad. So I'm going to set that to the side. And the R, I did find some ribs. Even though barbecue wasn't on the menu, I did find ribs. Not 100% sure if I'm going to use them. But because it wasn't a really good picture, I've seen better pictures of them. And I just couldn't find them this morning. Oh, let's see. What else? Oh, another one that I found that I might use. This is like a rapids. Don't know if I'm going to cut this out yet, but I'm going to set it to the side just in case it ends up going with our page. The 2 M's, I found mountain. This reminds me of a mojito, but I didn't plan on using that. I don't know what it is. It might just be lemonade for all I know. But mountains, to me, that's what we like to do in the summer because we live near a beach. I know everybody else or a lot of other people run to the beach for summer. Well, you know, that's not where our travel destination usually takes us. S could be swimming. If I needed a large background page, so I'm going to set this to the side. See if there's anything on the back. Nope. Sandals is it's a vacation company. They have a selection of properties. I don't know if that's just here along the Gulf Coast or if it's nationwide or, well, nope, it's worldwide. Looky there. I knew that. I already knew that. I just forgot that. So, you know, if I needed an S word, I have that. But I think after all of it, I have plenty of S words. Strawberry shortcake was one of them. Another starfish down here. So, I have plenty of S's. As a matter of fact, I probably don't even need to cut this out, but I'm going to. And it looks rather yummy. And this starfish. Oh, there's the little exercise lady. This is like in the front of the book. You know, you have the little small index pictures. Or table of contents, whatever you call it. You put that starfish over there. I don't think I need that little yoga lady. Okay. So for you, I think of umbrella. That's always the first one I think of. But this time it actually fits, you know, with summer. Whether it be rain or sun. And then one of the M's that I thought about was money. One of the S's I thought about was sandals. Okay, there's no F, so that technically would be flip-flops. But they still could be sandals. Like the sandals you wear on your feet, not the vacation resort. So, and there's the bigger starfish. Obviously, I will lose that if I use the umbrella and the money, but I think I'm going to at least cut this part out. I kind of figured once I got them somewhat cut out, oh, you could win a free Florida getaway. I'm going to cut around that just for giggles for right now. Until I see how and if I'm going to use that. Hotel key. Well, that's one of the old hotel keys when you actually used a real key in an airplane. I think I'm going to cut those out later and use those. Put those in my journal because, you know, we just were at a hotel. Here is another melon. This is a cantaloupe. I have about a dozen cantaloupes growing. Well, I don't know what the actual plural for cantaloupe is. I don't know if it's cantaloupe or cantaloupes. Yeah, I think it's just cantaloupe. Okay, I don't think I need her at all. That okay, swimsuits. If I need those, I have those. This was the most boring Tide ad ever. I guess it makes its point. Free of dyes and perfumes. Free of color, free of anything. Sunscreen was one of the first S's that I came across. Ice cream makes me think of summer. I might use that. This one, this little girl right here, I wanted to use, although I love this picture right here. It doesn't really go to anything that I'm doing, but look at that. Is that not just the coolest picture? I wish it didn't have that on it. Might use the words. Or not, because I do want this little girl. I don't want the 4 on her. Will it make a difference? No. This lobster is not a Florida thing, but, well, I mean, you can get them here. But, he's pretty cool looking. Okay, oh, I did cut off a little bit of that S, but I can still use that. I should have been a little more careful with where I cut, right? Oh, yeah. Anyway, I just thought she was precious and definitely goes with the melons. I loved this, You're My Sunshine. I didn't know if I'd use this in this one, but I used to sing that to my daughter all the time. And so I pulled it and set it to the side. Here's more sandals if I needed another S word, or if I may decide to just collage everything that I can find that screams summer to me. I still don't think I have an E other than enjoy and exercise, which I really wasn't that thrilled with those. The only R I have right now is ribs, but then I found this roller coaster. Now, I really wish that this was not here, but I think I can get enough of the roller coaster to make it work. Then I saw this ice cream, and I'm like, oh, that's perfect. But then I flipped over and I saw all of this. This is like really summer, except for that right there. We can't grow spinach in the summer, or lettuce, but I think that looks like spinach. But all of these, we actually have a hard time growing tomatoes in the summer too. But you know, all of the rest of it looks like summer to me. So I'm set this to the side. These were some of the first ones I picked. This is a it's a cornflower, I think, but the bee, I love the bee. And if I don't use this, I might save this for August. This is a 2-year-old magazine. I like that little garden layout, but anyway, so I'm going to save that unless I need it on this journal. Here was another thing of ice cream. So I probably will cut that out, even though there's no eye on there. But I'm still thinking I'm just going with a summer theme. Now, I have seen some of you do that. I've seen some of you, or 1 or 2 of you, that take the letters and you find everything in there, you know, everything that you can find that you have for that letter. But so I might use something else. Now, ice cream is not one of the letters at all, but to me it represents, well, actually to me ice cream is good year-round. But I thought, well, I'll cut it out. If I don't use it here, I'll use it either in my journal or in my glue book. So look, there's mint. I used that as a prompt already one time. And mosquitoes was an M. That definitely is a summer thing. Pickles. Those look like little cucamelons. I don't know if you've ever eaten not a gherkin, but a cucamelon. They're like a little sour. They look like a little watermelon, but they're the size of a grape. And it looks like they made pickles out of them. So I'm going to set that to the side. Okay. So then I needed to bring in some reinforcement because I did not have an E that I really liked. So, and I did not have a U. Oh no, I do have that one umbrella. I printed off Uncle Sam because I thought I might need him. This was what I had to, another thing I had to print off. This is echinacea. Also known as coneflower, not cornflower, coneflower, C-O-N-E flower, but its name is actually echinacea, and you'll know that or recognize that from, it's something that you can take herbally for your immune system and other things. And then the M's made me think about money. I have Monopoly money, I have some regular money, I mean it's play money. And then R, I brought in another R, which is a Rolodex card. So somewhere in all of this, I'm going to make a page. So I might have to fill this in after the fact, not before, which is backwards from what I usually do. But I really just don't have a clear grasp on, there's nothing, usually by this point, something's come to mind. So I'm treating this like, almost like one of those where someone mailed you images and you just saw them. And yeah, so I'm just starting from scratch. I probably will have to trim this down even more, but I really think I want to use this roller coaster. I came across what made me think of roller coaster. I just never expected to find one in a magazine. I was actually considering using a picture I just ran across last night of my husband and I, and it's one of my favorite pictures, and I haven't seen it in a while. But it's one of the last real trips that we took before I got sick, and put on so much weight and became paralyzed and all those things, you know. And it was when we went to Charlotte to visit our daughter, and we went to a place, it's a amusement park, Carowinds. I think it's half of it's in South Carolina, half of it's in North Carolina. If you haven't been there, it's pretty cool. And the three of us, because my husband had lost a bunch of weight too, and he had said when he lost weight, he wanted to ride all the roller coasters. And so we went and we rode 9 roller coasters in less than an hour, I do believe, because the park, there was like nobody there. And oh my goodness, we had like, our sense of balance was so off. Don't ride that many roller coasters in that short of time. Anyway, so I'm going to start with this. This actually fits almost just right on this page. And so that would be the R. If I were to do that way, I could have some of these melons sprinkled around. Let me cut her down a little bit more, because I definitely want to use melons. And see, she might even be able to cover up that part. Ooh, I did a really bad job, didn't I? Well, I might actually cut around her and then use some of these alongside of her or something like that. I think that I think I might look at this as like some getaway package, kind of like I did with some prompts that Allison sent me, what, last month or the month before? I think it was the month before last. And I made that little cruise travel package. So as of right now, if I use this in some way, form, or fashion, I would have the U, money, melon, so that's both M's, and R for roller coaster. I have either the sand dollar, because I could easily put that, not sand dollar, starfish. Wow. Because I could easily add the starfish to this beach scene. The sun, that big sun might be hard to get on the page. But if you struggle finding prompts and stuff like that, just look in your magazines. If you have a stash of magazines, I ask everybody that I know to send me their magazines, or to give me the old. I even asked one of my doctor's offices. I was like, what do you do with your old magazines? They're like, we just throw them away. And I'm like, please don't. So at the beginning of the month or at the end of the month or whatever, when they get rid of them, I've asked them just to save them for me. And, I mean, it's a doctor's office that I've been to, many times. So, it's one I go to on a regular basis. All right, so I have SUMM. Oh, and I may not even need Uncle Sam, but I might want him anyway. I don't know. Oh, here's my E. This is the only thing that really just doesn't fit on this page. I mean, I could make it fit, physically fit, but it doesn't seem to go with it. Now, here's ribs. I don't need those if I'm going to use the roller coaster. The sun, I can't really cut him out by himself. I'd honestly rather save this for like a family cookout or something if we do one. So we'll put him to that to the side. So SUMM. What'd I do with my E again? Oh, the echinacea. So that brings me back to, well, this might actually make it into the thing anyway. I don't know. I'm not sure how it would fit in. And I'm not sure how these two things will tie together. Let me get rid of this. can't cut, I don't want to cut off the sky. Oh, there's an S. Well, you know what? I'm going to leave it. Because if this is a getaway package, then here, you can win a free, not really. It's a pretend giveaway or pretend travel package. Of course, this roller coaster is in Texas, so I might need to trim that part off. That part up there shows a family in Texas. So let me see if I can cut. I didn't want to cut her out until I knew how much of it I would want. Okay, when I think of a rope swing like that, I think of one where you drop off into the water. Let me try this little girl. Might have to go up here instead of, I might need to use these melons to cover up some things. Well, I don't have to use all of them if I don't want to. I could use that too. But I'm thinking about having her swinging over this roller coaster. But I just wasn't sure if I wanted to cut off all of that tree or not. So I'm going to start by cutting. Well, you're going to get a little bit of a haircut, honey, because I can't get all those. You got some flyaways there. Yes, she does. I just kind of, sometimes when you start cutting something down, I mean, you can always cut more of it off, but it's harder to add it back on. I didn't say impossible. I just said harder. And okay, that melon covers up Texas. I don't think she's going to quite cover up that. She'll cover up the wording. Okay, I'm going to need her to be, nope. She's got to go parallel. So, all right, the tree's got to go. She'll just be hanging from the sky. Or maybe she's swinging from the top of the roller coaster. I could add, like, I could trim up that tree and add it there if I needed it back. All right, let's see what we do with this. Okay, I only cut off the lady in the bikini, in the bathing suit. But what did I say this was? Enjoy. That's right. I mean, she looks like she's enjoying herself, doesn't she? All right, let's see what she covers up if we put her there. All right, she covers up the word. I still don't have... Oh, that was my melon for... definitely want to cover up this barcode. Okay, so I won't even see the top of that tree. That can cover up that little barcode. The phone may just have to stay. I don't know. Or, but wait. Though echinacea doesn't have anything to do with this, if I needed to cut them out, I could put them coming like up out of her like that. Well, let's see. Okay. I'm going to try to cut... I'm going to cut this down just a little bit because I think it's blocking if I put the little girl up there. Let's see. I can cut off a little bit of the top. I'm kind of wanting that 4 to be covered up, but I didn't want to cover up. There we go. Is the top of her head getting in there? Barely. I wanted at least that much of her arms to show. Okay, so I can cut a little bit more of this. Okay. And I have the magazines. I can still flip back through if I need. So I might go ahead and put her down first, actually. And I can cut this out, although, yeah, I may need something to fill if I'm going to cover the page, which I would like to. Let me cut out these cantaloupes. Man, my lights, I have been getting so hot in here videoing. I don't know what's different. Oh, my fan's not on. That's part of what's different. Oh, I turned it off when we went out of town. Yeah. Let's see. All right, there are no rules saying that I can't have extra melons or an extra. All right, come on, lady, we want your face on this side. I could use her head to cover that Florida Getaway up, or cover that up, but then she's going to be, well, she could be swinging this way. So if I decide to cover that up, I can use her head to do that. But I really was using her body to cover up that word. All right, I think I know that this is all going down, and I know that she's going there. So let me start gluing something down. And then if we need other pieces, we can grab them. And I can trim off. Yeah, I think I'll trim off the top. It was just a little long, or a little too tall. I don't mind having a border. Yeah, okay. I mean, I could have trimmed it off later, but. Alrighty, let me find one of my glue pages, or let me get a new one, hold on. Because I think my glue paper, my parchment paper is under this pile that I made over here, and if I try to get it, my pile is going to, you know what piles do. Okay, so that's going to be a lot to cover up, but I think we can do it. I think we're up to the challenge. So let's get this down. And then we'll just start filling in with some of those berries, or I'm sure I can find another starfish. So I kind of am sticking to the prompts. We'll figure that out at the end rather than the beginning. Usually I decide my prompts, then pick them. I'm letting the prompts pick themselves, I guess. This way. But I'm okay with that, if you are. All right. Well, I'm starting off good. I at least put the prompts on put the glue on the right side of the paper. I have been known to do otherwise. Yeah, that's what I was trying to avoid, but that's okay. I don't want to push too hard. I'm bad about putting my nails through the paper. Anybody see my little, there it is. Excuse my reach. It's a little crooked, but that's all right. You get the idea. And I can trim off that little bit of top later. All right, so the next thing that I know that goes on is this little girl. And then from there, we'll just kind of have to figure it out. So we have an R and an M so far. Okay. Now let's figure out where we want this and if we want to cut it down anymore. I can take a little bit more off that top, but that's just going to make a bigger... Well, she's very crooked. Okay. That's all right. I do have... If I really, really wanted to, I could fill in with some of these green strips. Let's see. Well, this is ending up being kind of like a glue book. I think I will do that. I think I'm going to cover it up anyway. But I'm going to go ahead and do it because, well, otherwise they're going to end up in the trash, right? Or in my glue book stash. Let me at least turn it like that because the darker green at the top. Okay, so there's still white spaces in there. It's not cut perfectly. And that's quite all right. It's good enough. I was more concerned with covering this section up because that section I think I can cover with, you know, some berries or another melon. I might want another little smidge off of this top here. A smidge is a measurement all in itself. All right, let me at least trim this a little bit better. If I'm going to keep that in there, I don't have to have the little spiky thingies. I was just trying to cut off the excess white, the little white strip. And that's going to go right there. Okay, see anything wrong with that? Nope. Good enough? Yep. That's, see, if I'd go after my glue book like this, this actually is kind of glue book style, isn't it? Like a summer glue book page. Uh-oh. Nope, I missed. I can tell I missed it because I didn't feel any glue on my finger right there. Okay, boy, I've got glue on my fingers. Big time. Big time. Okay. Yeah, I should approach my glue book like this, but I'm not constraining myself with color scheme like I do in my glue book. Okay, so maybe her head is going to cover up the Florida Getaway. She can do both. Maybe. Nope. Look, she's going to be swinging through the whole thing. You can have a little beach, you can have a roller coaster. All right, so we're just going to let her cover up that. I'm thinking, I mean, I could do the starfish up here, but I think I want the starfish by the beach. You can have a starfish on her face. Coming out of her hair. Anyway, the starfish I'll put on last. I was going to let... Oh, I have a little strip of blue if I need it. where did my other, okay, so that melon will cover up that. That melon would cover up that. And this little melon now would cover up that. All right, so I have SUMMER. If I could cover that barcode, I would be a happy camper. I didn't even have to use Uncle Sam. Oh, where's my little strawberry shortcake? Wait a minute. But wait for it. Wait. How weird does that look? Oh, I didn't mean to fold up that much of it. So really, it's not like if I just cut the summer kickoff out of it, it would cover up part of the roller coaster. It would cover up that phone. Oh, but you know what else would do that? This right here. Actually, it might not. I could go back to and use part of the tree. No, I don't want a tree in the middle of the roller coaster. I could use my ice cream. Nope. Could use the ribs. I don't need any more prompts necessarily. Well, I mean, because everybody swings from a strawberry shortcake, right? There, that covers that. Well, so does that. That covers that up good enough. And I can use this back down here. Oh, there we go. Oh, looky there. I don't like the barcode. What do I do about it? What is this? Oh, I cut 2 pages. Okay. Oh, that was a double page. Okay. Oh, well, I hope there wasn't anything on that second page I wanted, because I just cut it off. I mean, and you can always add, I mean, you don't have to limit yourself to the prompts. I wasn't 100% sure I was going to get enough of the prompts on there, and then I did find all of them. They all do pertain to summer. So that makes me extra happy. That's like a bonus feature, right? And then the little scoop of ice cream is just for effect. And if we do her feet that way a little bit. Well, you can still see the roller coaster peeking through there. But I've hid the majority of, and I didn't use my echinacea, which that's fine. I'll use that on my journal page. I could put the strawberry shortcake down here, but it just really isn't. Let me see if it was cut down all the way. I tend to like things that are cut out, their shape is cut out and not in a box form. A lot better than I like them, you know. Struggling finding where to stop cutting. I think there's a plate in here. Strawberries definitely remind me of summertime. We have tons of strawberries right now. This does definitely tell me I am right about my theory on my glue booking, or my glue book dilemma. I think I talked about that in another video about feeling very suffocated by the color scheme, or the color, you know, you're only as confined to it as you want to be. I know that. But, nope. I liked the watermelons down here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and glue those on. She just can't make up her mind where she wants to be. And I like the cantaloupe up there. So I'm going to put those on for sure. Man, I cannot leave that open for any length of time. Oop, 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 don't tear, don't tear. Okay. Well, you can see that tear quite a little bit. There we go. Alrighty. So that's on. And I want my watermelon down here. I'm going to glue all but the little tips. Because if I use the ice cream scoop, I might want it underneath. I might want to tuck that in like that. Did that make sense? I'm reserving the right to, well, that one didn't really matter, but I'm reserving the right to, if I use this ice cream scoop, to tuck it in underneath that watermelon tip. Okay, so everything is glued on except for this. So let's take away the ice cream. We can have her cover, she's going to lose part of her toes. She can cover up those words right there. I can have her like this. And you can win a free Florida getaway. And she covers the words. She looks like she's swinging back and forth between the beach and the roller coaster, because as part of this vacation package, you can have it all. So I like her there. Now, just a matter of if I'm going to use this ice cream to cover up that foam, or that other image. I don't need the ice cream on there. Let me see if there's something else I'd rather have. How much time? Oh, we're almost done. We're almost. Oh, I didn't use. Oh, I know what I want to use. The thing that fell on the floor. The Monopoly money. This can be yours for $50. Oh, mercy. I cracked myself up. Oh, I can't forget to glue my starfish on. Yes, I like that. I'm putting that on there. Decision made. See, when you start off, you just never know where you're going to go. Because I was fixing to bring in some of these. I mean, I could have cut out a couple of the bathing suits and put there. But I think this just kind of adds a little fun twist. And it's another M. We had money. Well, I don't know what I did with my other money. But I like the Monopoly money, you know, for our little fake vacation package. I think it's fitting. And it fits perfectly right in that space. And it, oop, don't tear the lady swinging. And, yeah. I mean, a little unrealistic. but that's okay. It's a glue book page. So she's going to cover up all of that. I'm going to have to glue her very carefully. Tempted to use a different kind of glue stick. I'm just going to have to do it carefully. Because that rope, okay, I just tore her head off. Oh no, that's going to make this so much harder to glue down. I just said I was going to have to be careful. And what do? I rip her head off. Let's see. Her toes, that goes up there. I think I can put it back on and you'll never know. I might have to give her a little necklace or something. I can definitely tell, but not much I can do about it though. I lined it up the best I could. Well, it's on there now. You don't get a lot of wiggle room with that glue. I think, oh well, she'll be all right. She lost her mind. She lost her head. I hear a beeping. I do not know what it is. Oh, starfish. Okay, be very, very careful. You don't tear the starfish. Does she want a starfish on her head? I don't know what the beeping is. Sorry, I got quiet. I'm looking at a bird just going to town, digging in my garden. So now I know we've been blaming the squirrels for digging up little burrow looking holes. It's the birds. Okay, do I like the starfish on her? Kind of. Do I care that her neck looks like it has a, incision down the middle? I mean, I really just wanted the starfish right here. I have to make a decision pretty quick because we are running into a very long video. Oh, I had a hot dog ready and popsicles for a summertime. These are nectarine chili ice pops. Okay. But that was all my summertime stuff. I have more ice cream, peaches, hot dog. Doesn't that hot dog look good? I know that they're not good for you. Or good, Don't even tell me what they're made of. I don't want to know. All right, starfish. See, I can see where I made the mistake when I glued it back on, because that's kind of coming up. Doesn't it figure you come down to this one little oops? Kind of figures. But you know what? Maybe you just never know. I wanted the starfish down here, and I'm going to put the starfish down here. And I'm going to see if I can do it without. Do it very lightly. But when that glue stick gets thick and dry, it wants to tear the pages. Because see, that's, more like it. It doesn't belong on her neck. I might look in one of my books and see if I find a necklace or something and give her a necklace. But this kind of looks a little out of place, but I kind of like it. Oh, I forgot. I never did glue down the tips of these watermelon. And anyway, so this wraps up another week of the Inspired to Create challenge. If you've been here, you know the drill. If you create something, oh, I guess I could actually write what prompts I used, huh? I have starfish. I have umbrella. I have money, or Monopoly money, but I have regular money too. Melon. Enjoy. And roller coaster. And you might say, I can't use those prompts because I'll never find a roller coaster. Well, this morning I didn't think I'd find a roller coaster either. Except in a picture that we were standing in front of the roller coaster we had just gotten off of. Anyway, so if you have magazines, flip through them. You'll never know what kind of inspiration you get until you look. And I had no idea where I was going with this when I started. And it just kind of happens. It just kind of comes to you, you know. And so don't sell yourself short if you think you can't do it, because I didn't think I could do it. And there, I just proved that I could do it, right? And I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day. If you create something, tag me, Messy Missy Creates, on YouTube or Instagram, and AJ's Inspired Life. And I don't know when she'll be putting out her video. She's got to put her room back together. So it might be a minute before she gets her video out this time. But tag her, tag me. Use the hashtag inspired, the number 2, create _ 2023. And on YouTube, you can use hashtags on YouTube and Instagram. So anyway, we'd love to see what you create. You're welcome to use these. I'd actually love for somebody to use my actual prompts. I haven't seen anybody. If you have, leave a comment and I will go find it. But I would love to see someone actually use the same prompts and see what you come up with. And so anyway, I challenge you to go create something. And I hope that I've inspired you as well. So you have a great rest of your day, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.